Hello, this is the Bracelet One Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. This storyline reading is about a young lady that I see that is missing. And I asked God, do I do a storyline reading on this young lady? And God said yes. So I just saw. So her name is Miss Ashley Elkins, a 30-year-old mother of two, if I'm not mistaken. And she went missing, so her family's been looking for her, and she just haven't been found. So the cops was trying to find her, looking in the landfill and places like that, but so far she haven't been found. So the last location was around where her ex lived, her ex-man. So I just want universe to bring out not who caused the disappearance, because it seems like he caused it. I see like video of him like in the police station, and he looks like he's angry or whatever, like he don't even care. So evidently he probably is the person who caused her to be missing. But the thing is not even why he did what he did, but where is she? And find out the whys afterwards. Where is she? So his name is Mr. Booker. So is Deandre, if I'm saying it correctly, Booker. So I'm gonna stick with saying Mr. Booker, and I'm just gonna call her Miss Ashley. I'm gonna stick with the first name so I won't mess it up. Okay, universe, you know all about it. God is going to put on the table reasons and things like that, but my focus is, where is she, universe? Is she in a body of water? Is she in another state? Is she in another city? Is she in another town? Is she in another county? Or is she buried somewhere nearby? Or just where is she? Where is Miss Ashley, universe? I have an actual card that says Ashley, and on the other side it says search, and I think that's amazing when people names fit with my cards. I have a card that says on one side somebody search, the word search, and on the other side it says Ashley. So it's accurate. When I say that card, I'm going to actually say the name Ashley, because that is her name. I usually say somebody is searching for a female if I don't know the female's name. But if it's on a card, I can just say that somebody's searching for Miss Ashley, because it's accurate with the card. So and it should come out because she is being searched for. So I'm asking God for this card on the top jumping out. Okay, this says she had to see something with full eyes, and Mr. Booker told her that she was not going to disrespect him. So if he didn't say it out of his mouth, he felt it in his mind. He felt it. I'm sorry, he felt it inside, or he thought it in his mind. If he didn't say it out to her, you're not going to disrespect me, because she saw it with full eyes, something about him, whatever it was. I just don't know right now until I pull some cards. Okay, the next one is this one. This is a Jesus double miracle card. This is a God card. This card simply is when you have no chance of surviving. Is impossible. Is made impossible. Is a double miracle, not just one, but two of them put together. Now you know some people, it's hard for them to believe one miracle can happen, but this two put together. So he meant to do what he meant to do. He wanted it to be impossible for her to be saved by anybody. He meant to do just what he did, and that is murder her. And I'm going to say murder her, even though I haven't put any of my murder cards down. But just off of this card coming out, and she's missing, it has to be where he murdered her. It has to be. He didn't go put her in trafficking. This a double miracle. This an on purpose card. This when you want somebody gone, or whatever it is, for good. So let's just shake. I'm gonna shake some cards. He could be an earth sign, she could be an earth sign, he could be a Taurus, she could be a Taurus or a fire sign, either one of them. He might have been banking on her. Morally, he knew he was wrong, God says. So his name is Mr. Booker. Okay? She had to look in the mirror. So God talking about her seeing something, the first card. He didn't want to postpone an active action. She wanted peace. But he wanted to checkmate with her, so he didn't want to postpone an active action. So I don't know what it was, to murder her, or he wanted to mend things or whatever. I just don't know what he wanted. Okay, this is jumping out. This on top, pillow talk. So he might wanted some pillow talk. He might have talked to her on the phone first, but he wanted pillow talk in person. That means lay down beside him. Right? For those who don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? So some kind of way they've gotten some kind of fuss maybe, because it says that either she was mouthy or he was. What are you going to do about it? So he thought about maybe what he was going to do about it if she was mouthy. Or he was mouthy to her and she decided to do something about it. Let's just flow. Okay, so we have, she is overprotective as far as independent living, where she lived at. So I don't know if she lived with him or she don't. Right? Or about her job. Or if she was in his house any kind of way, she was overprotective, because some kind of way she might have got scared because she didn't know what he was going to do, because the card says that either she was mouthy or he was, and the other person is wondering what the person going to do about it, or was going to show the person what they're going to do about it. She had to ask herself why. Why did she even, God said, why did she put up with this? She was forcing herself to cope with the hurt of dealing with him, with whatever things about him. I just don't know. But camouflage wouldn't work, because she had a sixth sense as far as him. And that's God's intuition letting you know something is wrong. When God get an intuition, you can't go against it. If God say don't go there, don't go there. Don't sit and think that, oh no, things will be different. No, if God say don't go there, don't go there. Because God knows all. So she had an intuition as far as him, because he wanted some pillow talk and wanted to talk, or wanted to sit down, wanted to cuddle, or whatever he wanted to do. But he was up to no good, evidently, because the fourth card, the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth card, he wasn't going to postpone an active action. So he already, with the second card, I guess, had his mind made up, because he felt she disrespected him with the first card. And he is going to do something about it. So let's just flow. So they might have been on the phone some kind of way at first, and a fuss broke out, or whatever it might have been, anything like that. And then he decided to get her near him, and then he decided to do what he did, because this next card is circumstances stopped her from framing it for a lifetime. So she wasn't married to him. This is a marriage card, or just having your life living card, having kids, or whatever you want to accomplish in life, or just be alive. So circumstances stopped her from being alive, because I feel like he murdered her. We don't know where she is yet, but it felt like it was the second card, because he wasn't going to postpone an active action with the fifth card. So this card right here, he stopped her from framing it for a lifetime. That means living, because we don't know where she is, or even get married if she wanted to get married. Okay? Or whatever plan she had for her life, being a mother continuously, whatever it was, he stopped that. Okay? He needed to learn how to filter his ways, because he felt they was uniquers. And in this storyline, it simply means he just felt like they was a couple. They had some things alike, or he felt like she belonged to him, or whatever he felt like. They had something in common, or you mine, or whatever his mind was thinking like. Okay? So he is banking. It says he wanted to stamp his name on her to have money in the bank. So some kind of way, he went to stamp his name on her to have money in the bank. So hopefully he ain't put it in trafficking. Let me see something. Because either she had a good job or he lived with her, or something about she had money. She had to have money herself where he living with her, or she taking care of some kind of way, or it's something he doing over there to make money, trafficking or anything like that. It gotta be one or the other, because he wanted to stamp his name on her. She didn't want to stamp her name on him. So he might want to stamp his name on her and get married to her, where, you know, she can be, he can have money in the bank, like I said. He can be taken care of or anything like that. Or, let's see, I gotta look at some more to see what you see. Okay, universe, you know about it. Let me just get some. They're gonna be noisy. Okay, God wanted her to leave destruction behind, because this man, Mr. Brooks, was considered destruction. God called him destruction because she have a healing path, because she is an earth angel, a person God put here to help heal this earth. Okay, so he killed an earth angel, somebody that God wanted to. God don't want him to kill anybody, but there's certain people God have that God want to heal this earth. It's something that they incorporate and have inside of them that can help make this world a better place. And he took her away, and she is one of them. She had healing work path. Okay, so let's just flow. We got a jail card right here. So he was in his dream house, but he going to jail, but I think he already in jail, right? So we have numbers 432, 3513. So it could be April the 3rd, April the 2nd, February the 3rd, February the 4th, March the 2nd, March the 4th. Okay, June the 2nd, June the 6th, June the 3rd, May the 3rd, 2nd, 4th, or August 1st, 5th, 3rd, 2nd. Okay, so we have June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th. Okay. Or they could be part, those numbers could be part of anything though. Part of his license, his door number, his phone number, his social, his children's birthdays, his family birthdays, a jail number. It could be part of anything. Those numbers that you heard me say, I just was using dates for right then. So let's just go. Okay, so she exercised her right to complain to him about something. So he gonna reside in front of a judge, but I think he already got in front of the judge, but I don't know for sure. But if not, he gonna get in front of a judge with this card, and he gonna get tensed up because he plunged in to take his shot. So he might have shot her. He might have. If I see my bulletproof card along with this gun card, I'm gonna look at that he could have shot her. So I don't know for sure. This is a gun card, but I can take it another way. He plunged in to take his shot, to come against her, to hurt her, or to try to get her over to his house to have some pillow talk. He plunged in to take his shot. You know, his chance, right? Okay, let's just go. Okay, he asked her, was she available? Or he wanted her to be already available, and she said, yeah, I'm sure. So he was trying to figure out something, working hard, trying to figure out something, but God says it was insane what he did. He owed an insane apology to Miss Ashley and to her family. And now's the time, Mr. Brooks, that you open up your mouth and do just that. Because she had to beware of the Lord thinker. He was a Lord thinker. He lured her there. He lured her there, but his intentions was to get rid of her with the second card, because she needed a double Jesus miracle. That card stands for, like, if you get thrown out of an airplane with no parachute, you're not going to survive if you hit the ground. That card means, like, if you get buried alive and nobody around to dig you right back up, you out for the count. That's what that card means, is no way out. Get what I'm saying? She was lured She had to beware of the Lord thinker. So we got 601 could be June the 1st. Something could be January the 6th, June the 1st, October the 6th, or that could just be a time period, or like I say, part of a social license or whatever. Anything as far as him or her children's birthday could be part of anything. Okay, let me just take some cards. Okay. She had to stop thinking she deserved abuse. She wanted help to come. He's picking people in the order of, I don't know, is it trafficking? Let's flip for a little bit. Wait a minute. He is picking people in the order of, or he was picking certain kind of women, or he is picking certain kind of women. But he used to be in the army, it said, right? Some kind of army branch. But he was picking people in the order of, let's see something. What did he put her in trafficking universe? Let's just see. God didn't want her to waste her time. He wanted her to desire him. Okay, let's just universe, you know all about it. So I'm trying to, okay, I see the murdered card. But still, this could go two ways too. The family wanted to be like it was before she was murdered, if she was murdered. Or he wanted the relationship between him and Miss Ashley to be like it was before it got murdered, got torn apart. You know what that means, before they broke up and it got torn apart. Okay? So let's just say. Okay, you know what you know about it from Miss Ashley universe. Is fixated on her sexuality. You know what you know all about it. Okay, he is tired of a job he had. He is coping with a job he had. Some kind of job that he didn't want any longer, or she didn't want. One of them was coping with a job that they didn't want anymore. I really think it's some dog, but I'll have to see. Let me just get some cards. Stop. Okay, here we go, Lord. In here somewhere. Okay. Bear with me because I'm going to make noise, so I have to wiggle the cards until God says stop. Okay, bear with me. You know what you know about it from Miss Ashley. You know about it from Miss Ashley. You know this young lady. You know her. You know this culprit. You know him. You know every thought he had in his mind. The affordable housing, so he was in affordable housing. He decided he wasn't going to tolerate her no more, or she was in affordable housing. I don't know if she lived in it before, what this is, right? So we have right here, can we really be friends? So she looking at, can we really be friends? Because he might have said, let's be friends, like people be saying when they break up, they want to still be friends. She might have said, can we really be friends? Or he thought like they really can't be friends, or he can't be friends with her, so he'd rather do something to her because they can't be friends. She don't want to be friends. She don't want to be his woman no more. Plus, she just don't want to be bothered, right? So that means you don't want to be friends. And some men can't seem to swallow that pill, right? What is the cost of a life? This is a death card. Let's just see. Hopefully, okay, we had, it was competition in work, and it was cruddy work. So he's having problems with the job he had, maybe. The loss of a loved one was very hard. So maybe breaking up with her was hard for him. Or that will be for the family if we know for sure that she was murdered, because she could be in trafficking. I see the picking card, unless he just was picking certain kind of ladies to try to take advantage of what was going on with him. Because that is a trafficking card. Jobs card, anything like that. Army card. Let's see. He is going to challenge it. I see the card, challenge it. He is going to challenge it. But self-love was key for her. He wanted her to hold on to love, but he beat on her. This card say He beat me so much. He is hooking notes about her so-called friends, or the law was going to be hooking notes about her so-called friends or about him. Anybody who was connected to her to find out where she is. Or he was hooking notes about her so-called friends. Wait a minute. I'm going to take some of these and put it over here because I can't really. It's slowing me up. Thank you, Lord. Gotta do it like that because it's still slowing me up. Okay, a little bit more. She decided to put him in door 3 junk. Right here, where's that card? Oh no, I moved it fast. But anyway, let me just say the card. I know my card, so I can't get my hand on it. I wiggle too fast. But she decided to put him in door 3 junk. That simply means that she didn't want him no more. He was useless to her. But he decided to put her in door 3 junk. She no longer was valuable to him. She is useless to him. We can switch it, okay? So we have right here that was the water checked? Because she went, it says she went somewhere, and I feel like she went to his house some kind of way. Right here with this card, because she went somewhere where she thought it was going to be alright, but it was danger below. Because he lured her up there, he wanted to talk decent to her and all, but the second card showed that he had plans. She didn't know he had plans, right? And this is a water card also, water below. She could be in a body of water, but she don't have to be. That's the flow. Do I need to prosecute? He was thinking about she might prosecute against him because God was saying that she need to prosecute. Knowing him matters not, Miss Ashley. You are the star in the light. God says prosecute against him. God want people prosecuted because God said it was time for her to heal because he put his hand on her more than one time. Beat me so much mean he hit her more than one time. But it's going to be time for the family to heal once she get found. He might be on the down low. Or he just down low and dirty. Okay, so let's just look. He is dirty. Anytime a man kill a lady and beat a lady up, they down low and dirty. You beating up the weaker vessel. The weaker vessel. That's the best you can do. How about going and getting a nice strong man out there? You don't even have to be a strong man. Just get any man out there. How about that? Any man beating on a woman, killing a woman, I think they are cowards. Anybody that do that, your mother should have taught you better than that. Really should have. Evidently she didn't, because look what you've done. You make the family look bad. You really do. You make it seem like, oh, we got a funeral parlor card. Might not be alive. Let's just flow a little bit. Because if he put her in trafficking, that's a way to where she gone and nobody can get to her. So I gotta flow with both things until I see it. If I see a spirit card, I'm gonna go with my spirit card. Or finally she in a safe and happy place card. Even though there's a murder card sitting here, that second card up there with the miracle card, I'm still gonna hold out hope. Because I see a trafficking card right there. So this card right here stands for if you're not alive, the funeral parlor card, or if somebody need treatment. So he could have need treatment. He needed to go on treatment when you're on drugs or what was going on with him. Or I got to turn it the other way. It's a funeral parlor card. It's a company that houses bodies when you don't treat it like the jewel that it really is. Okay. God said she is a pioneer, but he was chipping away at her. She wanted to be treated equal and fair. So we have right here, she was down in him maybe because he was copping out of begging for her money or on drugs. Okay, she decided she was done with him, but he wanted to be friends still. We are true friends. But she felt like, no, we not. But then he decided that he was done with her when he saw that she wasn't giving in. She didn't know the cause of his anger. So he been in the army, so he learned how to control people. Going in the army, they teach them how to be a certain kind of way. So he done brought that stuff out here and trying to use it on a female and try to dominate her. When he needed to use that on men out here, man to man. We got number 46 or 58. They could be part of anything, remember, from license to whatever. Okay, she is a people pleaser, and she had to know that her words had power. So some kind of way, she did some talking to him, and her words had some power because he didn't like what she was saying. Temperatures was rising in both of them. It's saying both of us. But she is going to control it, right? Or he needed to control his temper, so her life was her own, and she didn't want him to force his ways on her. So if he a person on drugs that need treatment, she ain't want that forced on her. If he is on the down low, she ain't want him forcing that on her. Whatever it was going on with this man, okay? Mr. Brooks is in here. I'm tired of these cowards. I am so tired of these cowards. I really am. Okay? She was being deceived by somebody of service. This card in my hand says Army Green. It says Army Green. Army. You hear what I'm saying, right? He was in the service, whatever party was in, right? He was in the service, whatever party was in. I don't know what party he was in, but service is service, as far as I'm concerned, right? And this card say Army Green, so this goes with him. So some kind of way he was in the service in his life, right? It's accurate right here. He deceived Miss Ashley. He took her as easy, and he's banking on her to come to his house, banking on her to get money from or whatever he wanted. But she felt like, I had skills I'm on here, right? You can't buy me. He trying to talk to her, get her to come back to him or whatever this is, or begging her for money or whatever he's doing. She got deceived when she got there though. She wasn't going to be molded any longer by him because he was a leader. Right? God says, or is he your God or am I your God, Ashley, Miss Ashley? Okay. Okay, it says, what side was it on? Yes, you on your path. I don't know which, was it this way, Lord? God was saying, yes, she on her path if she was leaving out her mindset, and as far as like staying away from him, she is on her path. But she needed to stay away from him. So if she not alive, this card goes with, yes, she on her path. That means she with God. But God will say, yes, she on her path if she broke up with him. And she did. She need to stay away, though. That's the thing about it. Because if she didn't stay away, God would be saying, now it is vital, Miss Ashley, to find your path if you're not on it. Because talking would be the only way for her to heal about what she went through with this man, Mr. Brooks. She had to invite in a healing. We got 2 healing cards on the table. Or the family is going to have to do some talking. And they're going to have to invite in a healing. If she's found not alive, you know, where they have some kind of service for her. Follow me? God says right here, Miss Ashley, how much will it take for you to leave? Because there's going to be consequences if she left or if she didn't leave with this man here, right? So right here, she was scared. I just want to go home. This card is a desperate card when you're being held. So, like I said, if it ain't trafficking, we're going to use this as she was in his house some kind of way. And he wouldn't let her out. Some kind of way with this card, she is over there with the trafficking, picking people. Or he just was picking certain kind of women to take advantage of. Or that's a trafficking card. Right? One or the other. But right here, this could go with trafficking too. If she's somewhere, she want to go home and she can't get out. Right? Or he had her in the house and she couldn't get out of there. Right? It's like you held hostage. with this card. This is a desperate card. If she needed help, she had to reach out. But this simply means in her storyline, she couldn't seem to get any help. Because we got a card up here, she wanted help. This before the trafficking card, it says help is coming. She is thinking help gonna come or wanted help to come. And here's the trafficking card. So let's just flow. Life was like a jigsaw puzzle for him. He noticed that she was of a different caliber. Oh my, this is a spirit card. I can't really turn this around unless somebody else died in her family. So your loved one's here in spirit. Do not doubt the truth. Do not hold yourself hostage to the death of Miss Ashley. You still have life. This for the family. Let's see. Okay, so we got a disease card. Yeah, disease card. This is an HIV card though, or it can be a regular disease. So take it as whichever one. Only he know what he got. Only he know if he had a disease and that's what broke them up, or only he know if it was HIV because he's the person involved. Miss Ashley, tell your story. He didn't notice that she was of a different caliber. Miss Ashley, my life matters. Know that because he had some kind of disease. Mr. Brooks said. If he had a disease, he needed to tell Miss Ashley. So if it wasn't HIV, it was just a disease, you know, that you have when you be out with other people, right? Some kind of way, he was making money at night. Unfortunately, something didn't smell right to Miss Ashley. Because we got the picking card. Remember you heard me say the trafficking card, the jobs card. So some kind of way he's making money at night somewhere. Because he had a job right here he wanted to get. He didn't like anymore, remember? Focused on the sexuality. He has a job right here. He decided to stick a fork in Miss Ashley. And he chose to do just that. Let's just see. About it. She didn't know. He didn't know that she was of a different caliber. Let me turn that around and say that she didn't know that he was of a different caliber. She didn't know that he was on a down low because I saw the card over there, remember? So let's twist it around so she didn't know that he was of a different caliber, that he was on a down low. So he's making money at night. He was in affordable housing. He wanted to hold on to her to be his he wanted to hold on to her to be able to, I guess, pay the bills or whatever he wanted, right? So let's just look. He needed to yield for a second, or he wanted her to, because something was canceled 2 times, but time counted to him or to her. Okay? She heard God in the back of her mind, but you gotta put God in the front. Let's just say he wanted her to yield for a minute, so maybe she was leaving, or maybe she broke up with him 2 times, or whatever this is. He wanted her to listen, or time counted, or maybe he owed somebody money, but I don't see no owing money card. But I'm just trying to flow right here. Okay? You must go on with your life as you should. This would be for the family, wherever you live. Or this could be a card between her, Miss Ashley, and Mr. Brooks. She is going to go on with her life as she should, because she was finished with him and she just going with her life like God wanted her to, and just grow. He didn't like that though. So she is dealing with a Judas. She is a wonderful conqueror, but she is dealing with a Judas because she didn't know he was going to turn on her once she got there. He got ecstatic because he got her to come there and he knew he was up to no good. She didn't know it though, because after a while she felt something didn't smell right, but she was already there. Let me see. She had to start to love herself, because he is jacking her up for money or jacking her up in a collar. Jacking her up fighting or just for money, anything like that. Universe, you know all about it. He is living plantation where I live, and I don't feel it was her, because we talking about this man here. I don't feel it was her. I feel she had some kind of money. I feel like it was him. Let's see something. Life was falling apart for him. He wanted love. He wanted love, housing, clothing, food, or money. So he is trying to weather things out with his person, and his person would be considered Miss Ashley, right? So he is traveling at night, but she was traveling at night too. So maybe she's traveling at night to come to where he was because he wanted to talk to her, or he is traveling at night himself, going trying to make money at some job that he really was tired of. So if he hook his name on Miss Ashley and get married to her some kind of way, maybe he ain't had to worry about the kind of work he was doing, because maybe she would have a home he can live in or whatever was going on. He was looking at the structure of it. Something happened on a weekend. She saw it, or let me say, you saw it and he saw it too. So he saw it and she saw it, something on the weekend, whatever it might have been. So you must respect me. So Mr. Brooks needed to respect Miss Ashley and he didn't. So either she was a workhorse and she needed relaxation, or he was a workhorse. One of them was, and just wanted some relaxation. So we dealing with, he gonna be going to court if he hadn't, or she was gonna be going to court as far as him, right? Looking at things realistically, the reality of things. You know all about it. Okay, she's a foreigner in a beautiful state. So some kind of way he might have took her to another state, another area. Okay. Valuing. Since it's coming behind, it don't have to be, what is Costa Rica? I don't have to be that, but they back to back where foreigner going in a different place altogether where maybe they only speak the same language. It don't have to be that either, but he could have taken her somewhere where he only speak the same language, because it's a foreigner in a beautiful state, right? So he might have took her to another actual place where people don't speak his language or her language. Follow me? He wasn't valuing her. Follow me? What you know about it? She had to step into her queenship. She had a chance at love to love herself, right? So she was going to challenge it and spectate, because something was plain and simple for her. She had to cover all her bases, but he was trying to cover all his bases, and he felt he had a chance at love. But if a lady don't want you, Mr. Brooks, they don't want you. Evidently you ain't doing right. He was in Arrow living, or she was, where it's like income based. You focusing on how much you have to pay, or what is in a certain area, or whatever was going on. So she went to the hospital and said thank you. Well, he did. So if he went to the hospital, maybe he had a bunch of cuts on him or scratches from her or whatever, or she went to hospital for something. Because remember, the disease card came out. That could have been it too. Right? Okay. God said to Miss Ashley, if you don't like this mess, this stuff, Miss Ashley, get out of this mess. And I feel like she did when she broke up with him, but the thing is, some kind of way she went to talk or something like that. And that wasn't good, because he was up to no good. He really wasn't. Okay, no matter her clown, she's going to keep God front and center. She wasn't going to be talked down to because she showed her emotions. or he felt like he wasn't going to be talked down to because he showed his emotions. So lights was flashing, and she needed to see the lights and what needed to go. And God saying by lights flashing, it means his attitude. If he fighting and being abusive, they are lights, right? That's lights. His actions and what he voicing out of his mouth, they are considered lights. They flashing. It's like it said, warning, warning, warning. Get my drift. God said she needed to see them, right? So we have. So I feel when she broke up with him, she sort of liked them, but some kind of way she let him talk her into seeing him again, some kind of way, coming to the door, coming to the car, or whatever happened. She rode there some kind of way. Okay. He insisted on a period of time with her. He shouldn't have had nothing to say to Miss Ashley. Okay. He insisted on a period of time with her, so she had to become grown to what God created her to be at birth, where you don't let nobody mold you, Miss Ashley, because he's trying to mold her, right, to be like he wanted her to be. But she said, don't force your ways on me. She had to let her sounds be heard loud and clear, and I felt she did, and he couldn't tolerate her mouth. Men can't tolerate your mouth when you telling the truth and saying what you're saying. They want to shut your mouth up. They can't really stand the truth. This God's number of grace, number 5. Okay, this next card is do it again. He wanted to do it again. That means be back in a relationship with her, but she wasn't trying to have that. So this was life altering to the family. As far as Miss Ashley. But this was life altering to Miss Ashley. That he got her there and he abused her like that. But it was life altering to him because he felt like he wanted things to be a certain kind of way. But God says, did I say the Judas card? He was a Judas. You know what a Judas is? We got number 10. Something could be 10. 10 what? 10 o'clock. Date 10 or whatever this is. I don't really know what the 10 for. Okay. He was nervous. He didn't want to lose his job or lose his woman. So Miss Ashley was no longer his woman. So he wanted to get her back, then I'm going to say, because she cut it off with him. But he didn't want to lose her, but he was trying to get her back because, as far as she was concerned on her side, she was done with it. She cut that cord. She lost herself, but no more. Get what the card's saying. She lost herself with this man, Mr. Brooks, but no more. That means I'm done. That means it's over. It was okay to let him go, God was telling her. Because he had know that she always loved him, but he just wasn't right. Get what I'm saying? I'm saying that part. They don't say it on the card. The card just says, it is okay to let him go. He'll always know that you loved him. Okay? That's what the card says. Because you lost yourself, but no more. This is what God's saying to Miss Ashley. Okay? Let's just see. So he isolated her. She wondered, why did I believe you? Because she got isolated at his house or whatever was going on. Universe, you know all about it. Universe, you know all about it. All about it. We got number 1. She was going to be single again. She wanted to deviate from the conquest deal. That just simply means she wanted to be through with being, she even, okay. Oh my goodness, oh, Miss Ashley, you coming out in your storyline. You coming out in your storyline, Miss Ashley. I was talking about God probably bring the card up with her name on it because we dealing with somebody named Ashley. So God bringing her out in her own storyline. I see you, Miss Ashley. Deep. Oh my goodness. I'm going to show you. Oh goodness, what I have on, I can't be. I don't really like to. I really don't like to not have the right clothing on. I'm just going to show you Miss Ashley showing up in her storyline. Make your presence known, Miss Ashley. Make your presence known. Okay, I gotta fix my clothes before I turn the camera on because I just didn't have the right clothing on to be on camera. Okay, so let's just flow. I just want to let Miss Ashley be seen right here. Miss Ashley, make your presence known, Miss Ashley. Okay, let's just flow. Okay, I got this outfit on, but like I said, I wasn't gonna be on camera, so let's just see. Let me turn it around a little bit, just a little bit. Let's just see. Let me see Miss Ashley universe. Miss Ashley. Just see Miss Ashley. Without me showing my messed up outfit here. Okay, let's just see. Bear with me. Let's made the bracelet one. Okay, let me show you Miss Ashley. That's why I say God was gonna bring Miss Ashley out. Here the cards that here's Miss Ashley. Look at this. You see her, don't you? Yeah, Miss Ashley. Look, people searching for Miss Ashley, right? I had to show her card, show the card because I said, "Dang, I got a card with the name Ashley, and it got search on the back." So this would be Miss Ashley representing the bracelet one. Here I am. My family searching for me. Here I am. She deviated from the conquest deal. He deceived her. Deep. Oh my goodness. You're gonna be found, Miss Ashley. We gotta find you, Miss Ashley. Let me see what else. She is being adopted, and being adopted in this storyline just simply means that she is being held. Get what I'm saying? It's like you being held like you're a hostage. Somebody got you. And he was holding on to her. First I was saying he could have put her in trafficking or something like that, but I see the spirit card. The spirit card is a death card. You can't come out of spirit. Spirit is spirit. God is spirit. You can't come out of spirit. So she is being adopted, being helped by this man. But then she's still being helped because she's somewhere wherever he got her. Get what I'm saying, right? Here, Miss Ashley. We're finding my parents. Miss Ashley want her parents. She wanted her parents at the time this man was doing whatever. She wanted her parents. Get what I'm saying? But the children want their parent, and that would be Miss Ashley. Get my drift? Because they will what? Be adopted, be cared for by what? Other people, right? Other family members. Deep. So we have right here number 34. I don't know if he's 34 or 43. Let me turn the camera back off because I told you I don't like what I have on. Okay, let's just see. We'll be on camera. Okay, so let's flow. I had to show Miss Ashley was representing the bracelet one. Here I am, show me, because the card before that says she is deviating from a conquest deal. And here she is. Deep. Okay, let's just see for Miss Ashley. Okay, so here we have right here Miss Ashley. He didn't want you to shine. He felt like you was keeping him hidden. He felt like he not going to be hidden while you shine. So he felt like you was going to shine because you let him go, broke up with him, left him back there somewhere. He felt like you was going to shine because you was going to shine with or without him. No, you weren't going to shine with him because he was just going to bring you down. God wanted it like that for you to get away from this person because he tried to bring you down, beat on you. He on drugs, he on the down low. He got too much going on with him, so he's just going to bring you down. God had a work for you to do because you're an earth angel person, and you cannot thrive and make it with somebody like that that's pulling you down. God's mission cannot be accomplished, or your own life can't be like you want it to be. So he didn't want you to shine. So he is like on the devil's side, I'm gonna say, right? So it's like he is representing like the devil. Get what I'm saying? Like a demon, somebody to tear you down, tear you apart. That's the devil. Get what I'm saying? And you over here, the God person, because you got a path card, so you're an earth angel. So it's his mission to tear you down, because that's what the devil did, right? The devil and God. You know how it goes. If you read the Bible any kind of way, anybody looking at me, you know how it goes, right? We got people who want to tear you down, destroy you. That's the devil, right? And you got somebody over here like Miss Ashley, trying to live her life, trying to shine, trying to do the best she can, trying to take care of children, live the best life. But he not going to tolerate that. You're not going to shine and I be hidden, I be pushed out. No, that's not going to happen like that. So he rather just destroy her life because he got his life all messed up. Okay, she is walking away, walking some kind of way. And he was doing the bird watching, looking at her. It was right here with this card right here that he showed in his actions that he didn't love Miss Ashley. He might have been abused by his father. He might have been abused by his father. Or she just didn't have protection from her own father because her father wasn't around to protect her from this monster because her father wasn't there. Or he just was abused by his own father. Or he wasn't having protection from by his father because something could have happened to him and his father wasn't around to protect him. However it goes. Let's just flow the universe. I'm trying to end it, Miss Ashley. He just didn't want you to shine, Miss Ashley. That's what these men do. I don't know what's going on with these people. We got a lot of men who seem like they are cowards, weak, and whatever else is going on with them. Where they want to kill ladies, destroy ladies' hopes, dreams, emotions, don't want to treat them right. Once you just tolerate their rudeness, them not working, them beating on you, or whatever they want you to tolerate, and just want you just to take it. No, nobody's taking that. No, I don't think so. Okay. It was pros and cons to even go over there to meet him because Miss Ashley didn't want any smoke. But he insisted on a period of time with her, right? I'm looking at this card right here. Midnight making money. Let's see. Let's go for a little bit. She was being adopted. This card is a foster care card. The children is going to have to be raised by the grandma, the grandparents. But then we have Mr. Brooks was only holding on to Miss Ashley just because of what he can get out of her. A house, money, lovemaking, whatever he wanted. He was holding on to her for what he can get out of her. He really didn't love her. Get what I just said? So he is a pusher of money. He a person that'll do anything for money. And that means you'll kill your own mother if you have to, for money. You'll kill your newborn baby for money. You'll kill your entire household for money. Get what I just said? Okay, this time around he going to jail. You getting in that jail, mister. You getting in it. And you gonna stay in there. You getting in that jail, mister. I don't care how much it look like you think you getting away with things. You getting in there. God said this time around you getting in. Because she is a wanderer. Right then, dealing with you. She want a sensitivity. It's obvious that somebody, they say that you know something. I'm not even going to say somebody. I usually say somebody when I say this card. I think I must have two cards like this. No, it says it's obvious. You know something. God said you know something. Not somebody. You wanted her to. You felt it was your game now because you tried and you was tired with her trying to make it where you can get her to take you back, but she wasn't doing that. So during the temporary time, you abuse your power with Miss Ashley. Because you thought that she thought she was better than you. Or you thought you was better than her. However it's going. So you decide to wash your hands on an African American on her. Yeah, you decide you want to wash your hands on Miss Ashley. Where she don't get to shine in her life. If she can't have you, that means she don't supposed to shine. You had deep feelings inside, but she did also. So you might have bought her something that was chinchy, perfume or something, maybe to try to get her back or whatever was going on. Okay, so we got antsy at a place. This represents a school on a car, so let me just flow a little bit. So it could have been you was antsy at your job, you was antsy at your apartment building, or maybe you just antsy at jail. Let's see. You had a weakness for lovemaking, but she had a weakness for caring, maybe just being a nice person. You wasn't resistant to hold her accountable because you felt like you was dealing with money business. It says right here, but you had it in for you was dealing with some kind of money business. She had to stop letting you hurt her. Stop letting your ex, Mr. Brooks, hurt you in your life. Now, God says, Miss Ashley. Because you're showing your problems, God says. Nobody want to deal with everybody else's problems. Nobody want to grow up and be responsible. Okay, let's just see. I'm trying to end the universe. Only thing so far I see is the water. Now if I stop for a minute, Lord, should I stop and you'll show me something from Miss Ashley in a vision? Right now, only thing I got is water so far, so let's just go. And then I got that card right there, so she could be underwater, under what they call it, is it called brush, under something with something on top. Could be where he actually buried her, or she could be like where something's on top of her, like, you know, a bunch of tree branches or whatever, or she could be in the water, because I see this card, that card I saw first with when you heard me say about burying. So it don't even have to be a burial where the person all the way in deep down in the dirt. It could be where somebody got a bunch of stuff on top of a person and they kind of hidden somewhat and you can't see the person. Or it could be where she could have got put in some water. Don't have to be. I'm just naming some of my cards, you know. God, give me some kind of vision for Miss Ashley. Universe, give me something for Miss Ashley. Let me just get some cards. Just give me something for Miss Ashley. So this man is going to talk. This man was on the down low. Here it is right here again. It's jumping out here on the down low. And he also was down low and dirty to do what he did to Miss Ashley. Because you're a weakling. And she didn't want you because of the things that you created. You're going to take her life away. You was wondering if you could trust her, where she would go tell that you gay. Because right here, it says right here, the next card. She shouldn't wonder why. She need to ask you, are you gay? But she can feel her God mission still. If you're gay or not, that don't stop her. So we have right here, you're going to be dealing with cops, rangers or cops. And you are, right? Because you're going to jail. It's obvious. Right? You weren't going to be scared of nothing. So you decided to do what you did to Miss Ashley and felt like you was just that big and bad. Right? So we have the parent card again. So this would be for the kids. Will I ever know who born me? So they know their mother, but will I ever get to know my mother more and more as I get older to know what she is like, what kind of person she is? And this would be Miss Ashley. Also, will I ever get to see my children again, see my parents again, or anything like that? But the children looking at it like, with this card says parents shouldn't walk away, because it looked like the parent walked away. Anytime your parent is gone and you actually left from wherever you was, you walked away. When she got in the car and rode to over there, it's like she walked away. So that's what the card's saying, you walked away. Okay, let's just flow. I'm just trying to end it. Universe, you know all about it. He been gay ever since his school age. But it's really not a bad thing being gay. It's not a problem. You know, the thing is, don't be trying to hurt nobody because they find out you're gay. If you're gay, you're gay. Come out with it. Don't be trying to hurt nobody about it. Okay, so we have right here, you cheapen Miss Ashley's life. And you guilty as charged. And it's going to be on letterhead, sir, Mr. Brooks. Because right now, God's saying you need to get on your path. And your path is jail. Because back then, God wanted Miss Ashley to get on her path. But your path is jail. Follow me? You're on your path. So Miss Ashley is on her path because she is not alive. But if you're in jail right this minute when I'm doing this, you are on your path. Get what God's saying. And you need to go forward. Right? Because you had some flip words toward her and she had some back to you. So I guess you look at yourself as a ladies' man or whatever, right? So you can't have that getting out there, the different things about you, right? You was a monster and corny, making people think you this and making people think you that, but you was everything but that. You brought some of your army stuff out, which you're trying to use that on her. Try to control and dominate. You can take that back to the army where you got that stuff from. Nobody want to be controlled by nobody. She got a father. You know her father or her mother. Now here you hearing about men beating up more women and killing women. Tired of these cowards. Tired of them. I see the box card. Yeah, get in the box and stay in there until you know how to behave. So right here, this is going to serve as the jail for you. Right? This is a room and a box. So you need to go in a box where you need to be at. Because you want to be in a box. Because you don't know how to act. Go in a box. Go into jail and stay right in there. Or you could have put her in a box. Some kind of box. Whatever it is. Right? Because you looked at her as junk. Right here with the next card. You looked at her as she was good as junk because you wanted loyal out of her. You wanted her to do and be what you wanted her to be, and she wasn't doing it. Who's proud of you? She was wonderful. And who was proud of her? She was proud of herself. Right? That dropped on the floor. You were soaring for wealth. Or she was soaring for wealth. Just trying to live a good life or whatever. Or you were soaring for wealth. Okay, let's flow. So, she went to the lighthouse some kind of way. Whenever she did, the lighthouse would be, because it's not you going to the lighthouse, this is her home. The lighthouse is hospital treatment. So I'm going to put with her the hospital, that she went to the hospital some kind of way whenever she went. Because you and your sorry behind gave her some kind of disease. Where's that apology card at this song? You need to apologize and say out to Miss Ashley that you're sorry, and to her children and to her parents. You felt you had no way out, that you was restricted. I don't know why you felt you was restricted. I really just don't know. What were you restricted for? I know the card said back then you ain't want to lose her as a woman, and you ain't want to lose your job. But what kind of job you got? They shouldn't be concerned about if you're gay or not. That shouldn't be a concern because people should be able to have a job if they're gay or not. If you're on the down low still, whatever it is, it shouldn't stop you with your job. But you one of them people who want people to look at you a certain way, I guess. And then you want you some other kind of way. So are you a Leo? Because they like that. Acting a certain kind of way and trying to put on some kind of front out there to people, but then you're a whole nother way. You don't have to be. She clapped back at you though, because she was done, but you decided she was done now. So some kind of way is fussing with her outside by greenery, by a park, by bushes or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can just see Miss because I'm trying to end it. If I can see Miss English and all about it. God keep telling you to say you sorry. This is the third card. Man, you better open your mouth up. Here's another card. God say, tell the truth. You need to apologize. You need to say you sorry. Surrender. God say surrender. And make up just mean you need to apologize. Because God say call. It says call. So I feel you wanted her to call you. She is in your dreams. You're thinking about her and all that kind of stuff. In some kind of way she did see. But you're willing to do. This is her fault though. Willing. She is willing because of being forced. She is given no other choice. So the only thing I can see, she is given no, I don't see no rape card or nothing. So only thing I can see she is willing is you killed her and she couldn't help but die because of whatever you was doing to her. That's the only thing I can see would be where she succumbed to dying because she couldn't control it, or you took her somewhere or whatever. I'm trying to see. By a gun or whatever you might have did. I'm trying to figure this out a little bit. So she is around a sinful place with glass, so it could be an apartment building or a club or a job, the courthouse or a church or treatment center or whatever this is. She is around. So it might have been around where you live at, if you got a lot of windows where you live at, or someplace, or whatever it is. It's sinful. God calls it sinful when any kind of sin happening in the place. Anything can be sinful. Church is sinful because it got a lot of sinners. Court is sinful because everybody who be getting on trial, majority of times because they did bad. Get my drift. Your job could become sinful if they doing bad stuff there or whatever. Your own house, whatever place, right? The best option for you, for her, was to wear the shield of honor and the helmet of stone, because she is around the sinful place with you. She is willing to go because of fear and force. You pushed that and made it happen, because you might, okay, here it is right here. The power stays with the wife, not with the ex. Who you was jerking her, you felt she was jerking you around. I don't think she met nobody new. Let's see. Power stays. You wasn't married, was you? Shoot. Power stays with not with the ex. Okay, she might didn't have nobody yet either. I just don't know. But so I'm gonna work this card for her storyline. Power stays with whoever new she meet. She might didn't meet anybody yet, but still power stays with whoever she meet new. Not with you, because you are ex. You felt like she was jerking you around. But she wasn't jerking you around. You was jerking her around and calling her. She was gambling too much as far as even coming to even see what you wanted. She needed to be checked right there. She shouldn't go and see what you want. She shouldn't answer and said anything to you. But you needed to be checked. She was a sweetheart, God said. But you was going to sit down and gloat about this thing. You feel good that, well, she ain't leaving me. She ain't going to nobody else. I'm going to teach her a lesson or whatever your mind thinks like. I hear you little weakling. I mean, that's what I'm hearing in my mind. You little weakling. Can you get another woman? Come on. Give it a break. I'm tired of having storylines where it got stuff like this in it where men is murdering ladies because they're pregnant and because they don't want them no more. They don't want to treat the lady right, and then you want to kill somebody. You think you ought to be killing somebody. That's why I be saying it just don't be enough guys around to be able to protect ladies, because if you got like a brother around, an uncle around, especially younger people like brothers around or anything like that, cousins around, they'll make sure that you won't lay a hand on their relative. They'll let you know, man, if I ever find out that you put your hand on whoever, you're going to have to deal with me. Now, that's what God's supposed to say. And then that'll make you think twice, oh, I better not put my hand on her, because I know what he said over there. He going to deal with me. You don't want to deal with a man. You want to deal with a lady. But it ain't enough men around, family members around, to be able to help these ladies, where these men just think they just got it like that. They can just beat all on them, kill them, and just got nerve to get all smart about it too, and feel that they got it like that. No, So let me just think a little bit and see if I can see Miss Ashley Let me see if I can just see Miss Ashley in my mind or anything as far as Miss Ashley. Ashley, universe, give me something as far as Miss Ashley. Okay, let me see if I can see her first, and let me just see. Is there anything you want me to tell to your parents, Miss Ashley, your children, or anything as far as this situation with this man, Mr. Brooks? I'm hearing about the driveway, so they might have been fussing in the driveway or something like that. Driveway. So she was in her car. Maybe there's fussing in the driveway. Maybe he snatched her out the car some kind of way. Maybe there's fussing in the driveway and he snatched her out the car. Because he might have a gun, because I did have one gun card. My other gun card didn't come out, but he might have had a gun, and that made it where she had to get out the car, because you know somebody had a gun at the window and said open the door. You will wind up opening the door because you don't want them to shoot. It don't have to be that, but I'm thinking about the cards I put down so far, because it's like she in a car. He snatched out the car. Seemed like he snatched out the car. Anything you want me to say to your family member? Any family members, Miss Ashley? I hear work on it hard. Stay safe. Work on it hard. Tell my babies I love them. Tell mommy. Courtship. I hear courtship. So some kind of way maybe he might have been okay during the courtship or whatever, during the time courting and all, but it was a whole different story. Sometimes people don't tell everything that's going on in their household or in their relationship because they don't want the family or want people to look at a person as bad because they think things will get better, but sometimes it don't get better. Especially if people beating on you, it don't get better. You just gotta leave them. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. Okay, why am I seeing my own father? Oh my goodness. Why am I seeing my father in Miss Ashley's? Okay, let me think for a minute. But my father was a kind, nice man. He was in the army though, but my father was a kind, nice, quiet kind of man. Let's see, why is my father coming universe? I don't know, Miss Ashley. Was your father in the army? I mean, I don't know, because I don't know why I'm seeing my father. I'm seeing my father clear as day. With, maybe your father was kind like my father. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your father was in the army. Or maybe your father just was kind if he wasn't in the army. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's gentle. Somebody who don't beat and hurt you. Maybe Mr. Brooks was acting like he was one of them kind of people. He wouldn't dare hurt you or something during a courtship or whatever it might have been. I don't know. Let's just get a little bit more cards for Miss Ashley universe. Okay, I'm hearing forever, forever my guy, forever my girl. I think that's a song, right? So he might want Miss Ashley to be forever his girl. But no, not if you treating people like garbage. No, nobody want to be being forever your guy. People, why do people want a nice person, a decent person, and then they all messed up? And they want to keep it up and keep it up till they make you be mean or whatever they did. They want you to hang around while they treat you like trash, like nothing, like scum or whatever they did. Why do they want you to hang around and let you just treat them like nothing? People say they want a good person, but then when they get a good person, they won't treat them right. And the people who get good people, they be the bad ones. They get a good man or a good woman. And then you got a man who claim he want a good woman, and you have a good woman, and you just treat her like nothing. And then when somebody don't want to deal with it and they just leave you and go about their business, you want to tear them apart, tear their life apart, kill them. and all kind of things like that, and it's not right. You need to get some serious help, mister, and hopefully in jail you'll get it after I guess you get your butt beat a couple times. And I'm saying that because you're going to wind up being in a couple fights with your attitude and the way you is. You want to be dominating and all of that. Let's see what you do in there when they try to control you. Not the guards, but I mean the inmates. Let's see what you do in there. Let's see what you're going to do in there. Did you want to have all that fight in there? Do you want to have all that anger in there or whatever you had? Are you? Okay, let's see this one coming. God said he measured and tested and saw how far he could go with Miss Ashley, and God said it was awful. She could not control the outcome of this situation. She had a sixth sense a little bit, I guess, that maybe he might have been up to something, or sixth sense he was gay or whatever she had a sixth sense about. But God said she couldn't control the outcome. She had to be okay with her looks and know she was beautiful. But I don't think she was worrying about her looks because she was beautiful. So maybe it's him over there. Maybe he was thinking that he ain't looked that hot. Maybe. But he need to be okay with his own looks. Right? Maybe he had a problem with how he looked and thought he might couldn't pull a nice beautiful lady again. I don't know. But I don't think it's her because she was beautiful. So I had to turn that around with that one. So it was a meeting place, and it was in front of his door or somewhere, in front of his house or somewhere, some kind of way she met with him, some kind of way, wherever it was, right? And she had on certain kind of clothes. He might have asked her what kind of clothes she was wearing, or she just wore certain kind of clothes, or what color she had on. There was something about her clothes. Or maybe he wanted her to go to like a club with him or something like that, or whatever this is, because she is around some place with glass, a sinful place or whatever. So he might want her to take her out. I don't know. Don't have to be that, but she had certain kind of clothes on, whatever it was, for a body, and he need to filter his ways and stop tearing down her emotions. So I'm trying to end it. I need an end card, though, universe. I need something come from way back with him. It's obvious. So he wanted foreign submission out of her docile. So she is somewhere that was not her home, sustaining shelter at his house or wherever he had her at, or wherever he got her at now. He wanted her to collaborate fast and do something with him fast, and she was not doing it. Okay, so he wanted to right here, he was going to go full force. No, I'm going to put this with Miss Ashley. She is going to go full force and go on and grow her business and make something happen she wanted to happen in her life. Or he wanted to go full force and grow his business if he was trying to put her in trafficking. Or if he was doing something at night, some kind of way, as far as a job he was doing. This is oh my goodness, it's getting bad. What's the price of a life? He is going to save him no matter what. He's going to save him. She was gorgeous, God says. He wanted her to accept any money he was given. So he wanted to grow his business. So he was working somewhere. He was trying to get her to work somewhere with him. God told her anything fast and rush, don't take it, Miss Ashley. He was trying to grow his business, and maybe he worked somewhere and he wanted her to go work somewhere. Come on, come work here, something like that. He wanted her to accept any money given, because remember, you heard me say something about clothes not too long ago, right? A meeting place and wearing certain clothes. He wanted her to accept some money, and here it is again, wearing certain clothes. So we got the clothes again. It was time for him to be the conqueror, though, wearing certain kind of clothes, exaggerated things in this matter with this meeting place. But it don't excuse his bad behavior. So he might have been trying to put her in trafficking, or some kind of way. They might have went to like a club wherever he worked at. He might wanted her to try to work there, or he wanted her to work there. She had certain kind of clothes on. Whatever she had on is coming out 2 times with the clothing. Or he was trying to put in trafficking. Or she had certain kind of clothes on when she just went to meet him, period. And that made him flirt a little bit, and he wanted to give her money or something to try to pull her back in to be his woman. Let's see. Okay. Adored a lecturer. He might like to talk a lot. He wanted to be adored by her. But we have right here, he was dealing with the big boys maybe, and here's an antelope. So he's dealing with his bosses or somebody who was the big boys, whoever they are. These big boys is drug dealers, gang members, FBI, cops, the lawyers, judges. So right now he's dealing with court system. But back then he might have been dealing with his boss or I'm sorry, drug dealers or whoever he's dealing with. His boss. But God say he committed a senseless act and he gonna boo-hoo. And it's coming right behind the big boys. They go together. Jail. Big boys in jail. Cops in the jail. Because he moved fast on it. And he committed a senseless act. So he's trying to get her to give in. Taking him back. Taking a job he working where he wanted her to work at night or something, make some money, anything like that, or put it in trafficking, or just take him back, period. Or he was hooked with somebody. He might have owed some drug dealers some money and he needed to make some money, because we got the making money part right here at night. A lot of money being made. That's slow. I'm trying to end it. That's just not. I need to actually end it in reverse. Give me something to end it in reverse. I need to end it. Let me see something. Which one to end it? Okay. Different people know. The family, the job, the neighbors, his friends, her friends. Somebody know. More than one person know. They know. Somebody know. As far as, but could he cope, or could Miss Ashley cope? So I don't think it's Miss Ashley. Could she cope? It had to be, could he cope, because he did something to Miss Ashley. As far as what going on in his life, because the next card is he is going to be being put on trial, or she is putting him on trial, asking him questions maybe. And he felt she had a nerve asking him a bunch of questions, putting him on trial. But then he gonna be being put on trial, so that's accurate. Speedy tongue lashing between him and Miss Ashley, Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks. Dang, I barely even said his name. I think I'm saying it wrong. I don't think his name is Mr. Brooks. I haven't said his name in a while. I don't think his name is Mr. Brooks, right? I'm going to say Mr. I think Deandre. I think it was Deandre. Because I'm not sure if it's Mr. Brooks. I'm going to say Mr. Deandre. I think his name that. Okay, if you go that way, tell me. So he wanted Miss Ashley to go that way, do something gay, get in some kind of business arrangement, making money at night, get back with him in general, leave town and do some kind of money job, or anything that she wouldn't want to do. Okay, so God, just the God side. Where God saying, Miss Ashley, are you willing to indulge and able to keep him? Are you willing to indulge in whatever he wants you to do and able to keep him, or to keep a job, or to get a job? Are you willing to do what he's saying do, Miss Ashley? That's God's side. Okay, let's just flow. I'm trying to end it though. Okay, it was an issue, a carbon copy of something she went through before with him. Okay, God didn't want her to move fast on it, like a sailor. So some kind of way, she went through something before with him, whatever it might have been. She might have did a job some kind of way at night with him before, worked somewhere at night before with him. She might have did that because something is a carbon copy with him before. Or if she ain't go nowhere with him and it was a job with him, it was like him trying to get her to have a job or do a job or go out of town or whatever this stuff is. Never again will a family get the gift of Miss Ashley, but never again will he get the gift of Miss Ashley. This is a death card. This is the gift card. She was a gift, God says. She is a sweetheart. They back to back. He was going to sit down and gloat about it because he wanted to be validated because she roped herself off from time shared with him. She didn't want him anymore. So he thought in a way maybe she thought she was better than him. Okay. Or he thought he was better than her. But God says that he need to see in the world in his mind. He's no better than what she is. So we got another earth angel card. She an earth angel. Serene love. Okay. He need to reveal that he was wrong. Okay. Every day is not a good day, God says. He had a blank look on his face, what she did. So we have, he is giving up all kind of information about her. And he is walking all over top of her, trying to run all over her. So she is getting a little testy, and she felt it was her prerogative. We got number 7. Something could be 7. She had to stand up against abuse. She had a chance, God said, to stand up against abuse. And so we have right here, she is looking for her money and her keys, so some kind of way. Maybe to go see him or just to get back in the car or whatever. She is trying her best to escape. She is trying to express. Okay, he is following her from a distance. Following. So he made her go back to her soul. That mean to God. That mean die. Okay. And if I take it another way, as far as Miss Ashley, it would be that Miss Ashley healed her soul, healed herself from this man. That means she had to get away from him, though. When you get away from somebody and leave them in the dust and say you done for good, and you mean it deep down in your heart to the core, down to your toenails, and you mean it, and you through with whoever it is, you heal your soul. You finished with that, and you're not going back. Nothing can make you go back. Not even $1 trillion. You ain't going back. Now that's the heal of the soul. What I'm saying right now with her. So if she healed her soul, but I can't use her side because she was in his company again. But I can use it for his side as far as he made her go to her soul. That means he killed her. Follow me? Okay, here's Miss Ashley. So we're going to end this soon. The brass love 1, you are the light. Mention us. Miss Ashley, and people like her, ladies who leave a man and he just don't want to let go. He instead decide to murder ladies like Miss Ashley. Okay, so let's just go. Okay, it would take God to intervene and able to save Miss Ashley that day, whenever it was. But he gonna need God to help him because it's gonna be at least 15 people as far as the jury or in court, some kind of way he gonna be dealing with. So the jury usually have 12 and one alternate or whatever you call it, right? And then his lawyer, right? So there should be 15 if I'm counting right. Or am I counting right? Well, 2 lawyers or no, a lawyer and his judge. I think that equals 15. You get my drift, right? Okay. She had lots of feelings she wanted to express. She is clarifying that choosing herself was the best choice. Deep, universe. She was a mother. I saw the mother card, but I moved it too fast. Oh, I moved it too fast. She was being appreciative of a house that was sufficient wherever she lived at, or a job she had. So she had to believe in God's word only, not in man's word, because this man did some kind of lying. So this could be the Bible, or this could be police paperwork, the Bible, anything as far as court, or any kind of papers, or college thesis, or whatever this is. So we got, if it's the Bible, 401, chapter 4, book 4, book 1, book 10, book 14, chapter 4, chapter 1, chapter 10, chapter 14, or verse, however it is. You can open up the Bible and go to anything you heard me say and read it. It could be something that God wants whoever looking at me to hear. So if you go to Genesis, first book of Genesis, and look at the first paragraph, and you're looking at maybe verse 4, for instance, whatever. Take it however you want to take it. So we have right here that he wanted to give her a ring, or he planned on he wanted to give her a ring, some kind of way. So he might have called her, he said something about that. But she saw that he was promiscuous some kind of way. She got along with anybody, all races. So it was a bunch of women liars that took her as a joke. I don't know if this a job or this man and his friends or whoever this is God talking about right here. Okay. He treated her ugly as stink. I don't know if this a job she had or whatever. I don't know. Let's just see. Got number 12 or number 21 or number 3. So she took an action to go to a place. I don't know if it's a job or just go to see him or whatever this is. She is seeing her potential. She had lots of life to live. Okay, let's just see. So we have right here that she is going to be assertive and assess things. Somebody chuckled about things and it could have been him. She had to book an appointment because God said, was he really worth it? And she need to spell it out to him and expect nothing less than the best. Or he did that as far as her. So he might have told her about a job, but God didn't want her to move fast on it. He might have told her about some kind of job or something. Things just ain't go good though, if it was something like that. Okay, I'm trying to end it. He made her vanish without a trace. He used his imagination to make her vanish without a trace. So we have right here, we got the ring card, another ring card. So he's trying his best to try to get her back to marry her. I'm ready for love. No, she don't want you, mister. So we have right here that God said she is coupled off with Satan because God said this man was Satan. She just wanted peace. So she was wondering if she could trust him, but she couldn't. So he is a mastermind, and he created a shockwave for her because she didn't see this coming, that he was going to murder her. First I thought it was trafficking, right? But some kind of way he tricked her because he trying to focus on trying to get her back, but she don't want him. That's why I was looking at trafficking for a little bit, right? But I saw the spirit card, and the spirit card, even though I saw the murder card, the spirit card is a trafficking card. I mean, I'm so sorry, Lord, that's wrong. I mean, the spirit card is a death card. I usually can't use the spirit card no other way unless somebody in her family died at the time. I could make it a person in her family, right? If somebody in her family had died during the time, if nobody died in her family during this time period at all, or anything like that, I have to put it with her. But he made her vanish without a trace, so, and that would be like, if you put somebody in trafficking, you make them vanish without a trace, or if you kill somebody and hide them somewhere, you make it like that too. He wanted her to get in her emotions, but seemed like she wasn't the one to get in a socket connection with him. It was a chamber of chaos, God says, because she was saying no. No, I ain't gonna do it, no, I can't, no, I won't, anything as far as no. She had brown eyes. It was negative, it was a chamber of chaos. So we have right here that this is another gun card, but he didn't have to use the gun, but this another one. He took his shot to plan his fortune. So he's trying to make some kind of money at night. He might want her to be promiscuous or anything like that. With him though. Unless he was trying to get some kind of job going on or something like that. Let's see, plan a fortune. Yeah, he wanted to plan a fortune. He wanted to grow a business. I don't know what he was calling himself doing at nighttime, making money. maybe some club or whatever this is, what he had. And I'm trying to end it. Okay, here it is coming again. He was telling her, come on, let's get to the melting pot. Like a job or something like that. Like he knew about a job. You know how people say they know a part-time job. I'm trying to make it him. Okay. He was trouble, God says. Okay. She had to accept defeat and adapt to it because God says he was her ex and he's trouble. And he is going to go get her. And he did. Because he had a problem with her not taking him back. Because she wasn't trying to take him back. And he didn't like that. So he's slipping through. Whichever things he's slipping through, the alleys, walkways, inside, outside, wherever, roads or whatever, to get her. So he made up any without a trace. So he put her somewhere where she can't be seen. Water, dirt, under bushes, wherever. This man need to talk. Period. He need to talk. Stop playing games. Nobody had time for no games out of him. He a weakling already. We already know that. So he need to stop acting like he's so tough. He needs to open his mouth up and say where she is. I don't like when men do stuff to ladies. It irks me to the core. I don't like it when men do stuff to ladies. You're weak as I don't know what. But you're going to be in there with a lot of men and you better build up some muscle in there. Because you're homosexual. So that don't mean you're weak though, but I'm just saying. You don't want nobody to know nothing. It's going to be found out in there. I don't care if you was in the army. I don't care where you was at. I don't care where you was at. Armed forces. I don't care where you was at. The Navy. I don't care what you was in. You don't have the right to just take charge of her. Try to treat her like any old thing. We turn that back to the sender. Okay, let's just flow. I'm trying to end this universe. I'm trying to end it. I need an end card, God. I need an end card. Give me an end card, Miss. So far, we already know he did something. The thing is, he is the court card. We need for him to open up his mouth. So happen on your journey dealing with secret society. I usually don't use a secret society as far as court no kind of way because we got a court card right here, so it's not court. So we're going to say a job. You want equal and fair with a job. Miss Ashley wanted it. So I don't know if you had a job with him or if he was talking about a job for you or whatever this is. I don't know. You're in a safe and happy place with God. Okay. Caught you off guard. He might have been cross-dressing or just changed up and was different, was a mean person because he wanted full revenge on you. You was like a caterpillar. You need to bend forward and get away from this man, though God told you. Get away from him because you said okay to something. You said okay when you know you didn't want to do something. You need to pick your battles, God says. So you had certain kind of clothes on some kind of way and you went with him maybe to a job, want a date to a job he said something about or anything like that. Maybe just making some money or whatever he said and you shouldn't have went with him. Because God said he was vengeful. Okay, it's a sure thing. He had tendencies. God said you shouldn't have went along with him because God says right here you needed to drop him. He was a burden. Answer your burden and drop your ex, him. Okay, so let's just go universe. Okay. So one more. Stop, okay. I see that gun card down there, but it ain't come in my hand, so I just don't want to really, I don't want to make it come in my hand. If it didn't come in just then, I ain't going to do it. Because there's 2 gun cards on the table. I'm going to take this money scheme because some kind of way, he might have told you about a job. You want to make some money tonight. and told you what to wear, what kind of clothes to wear, or about some job right here. You need to tell him you want it out though. If it was anything like that, a job, okay? You had any feelings you needed to say, or he did, because he is a dangerous love. Somebody you cared about, but he had a lot going on. Okay, he in detention time. Feeling detention time right now though. God didn't want you going head first like a sailor, but you're the chairperson of your own life. So he gonna be sitting down with his lawyer discussing, the trial. But you wanted to plant your vision, but he wanted to plant his own vision. So you was groggy some kind of way. He might put on some kind of cologne and it penetrated the surface. It might have smelled good to you some kind of way. He might have said something like, come on and go on a date or whatever. Money was pending. Maybe he owed you money. Maybe he's saying he's going to give you some money he owed you or anything like that. And that's how he got you out. Or he said, let's go to dinner or something like that. Or is a job he knew about or whatever, and he got you somewhere that way. Told you what to wear. Something about you had on certain kind of clothes. God says that he wanted playtime or wanted to talk. Romance with you, one or the other. But you had to be the best queen you could be. So you was aching, and it varied depending on whatever he did. Okay, because you wanted your freedom from a fortress. And you got your freedom because you're not alive. So the fortress is any place you feel you stuck in. The relationship you had with him was a fortress, or he had you help somewhere. But you only got your freedom through death. But if wherever he got you at, if you talking from the grave or wherever you at, this card could mean that you want to be free from there and you want to go home to where your family at and be buried. Get what I'm saying? God told you cut the cord on anything ungodly, and this man was not godly. This was Satan. God already said it in the card. You was coupled off with Satan. He pinpointed an action and helped you up, and it was this guy who was Satan, right? Because let's not mask the smell of foul, right? Because this man was foul. Where you had feelings that flow like a river, or your family had it when they found out you wasn't coming home. So what? He wanted you to cover any kind of emotion when he treated you foul. But you had to take your power back, God says, and get away from this idiot. Because God said he's an idiot. Okay? Your struggle was going to lead you to the next best place. But God needed you to listen to God. If you're having a hard time, don't stay stuck there, Miss Ashley. And that would be with this man, Mr. What's his name? Mr. Deandre. He wanted you to say that you were sure. I'm sure. He wanted you to say you were sure about something. It could have been something with a number 9. So you had to choose yourself because you didn't want to be depressed and want to be feeling all kind of ways about this man. And that mean you had to get out of the situation because it left you depressed and stuff like that, being with somebody like him. So we got number 16 or number 61 or number 7. You had to analyze that you had to choose you and get out of this. So he was animalistic to you, and that means fighting. He got 2 names to him. Deandre, whatever his last name is. I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, so you was dealing with a leader, or he dealing with the blue-eyed brother, and that is the cops. Or he was dealing with any kind of leader, his boss, or anybody who was controlling him at the time, right? Anybody who was controlling him. Or the cops. Get what I just said, right? So he was trying to not pay you your money, or you was dealing with a boss in general who wasn't trying to pay you your money, that was cheating you out of your money because money was pending at a job that you might work with at nighttime with the secret society card. Could be just a group of people, whoever these people are. Because you heard me say picking people in the order of, you might have had some kind of job, or it was some kind of job at night, or whatever this is, where they was picking certain kind of people, and you might have worked there before, or Mr. Deandre wanted you to work there, or anything like that. But they didn't pay you your money, or whatever this is. Okay, Paul, it's time. It's time to grow up. So he needs you He need to open his mouth. It's time for him to grow up. God wanted you to put the brakes on things and don't even go in this man's space anymore. So we have right here, you was nervous at a place, and it could be at a club or at an apartment or wherever you was with him. Okay? So we have right here is my race, right? Dealing with the chronicle, something that's factual, maybe at a job, somebody might have had some racial issues, or somebody just thought they was better than what you were, right? Or he thought he was better than you, or a boss you had, or whatever, or your complexion, or whatever this is, race cards. Okay, she mad about it. Or somebody was picking and he wanted black people or whatever this is. You had to get away from this idiot, and he was an idiot. You had a network of them, so it could have been a job you was working, and he told you about it, or anything like that. He was trying to sugarcoat things and stitch it with you sugarcoat things. You might have a son that's Aquarius or air sign son, or act like a air sign that you're proud of. Okay, so we have no weapon formed against me. So you feeling like she wanted my friend. So it's like when you coming up against somebody who trying to do you wrong some kind of way, and you just have the God in you right then. So God said, do you like this stuff? If you don't, get out of this mess. I heard myself say that already, so I think that I said a card wrong. That's something like this. That probably was the other card, because I said this already. I heard myself say it. Whenever I said it, I said this card. So that card that I made a mistake with, because these are light green, was probably the card where he was running up your peace or your money, and God was telling you, get out. Because he was running up your peace or running up your bills or your money, because he wanted you to collaborate and get in agreement with him some kind of way, maybe for a job or whatever this is, or just get back together. It was like a war zone, because it was a relapse for him. So in the AM, it don't have to be 5:21 AM, it could be any time in the AM. God wanted you to get away from any deterrent, and that would be get away from him, because you're the brown rabbit and you wanted to prevail. Oh, so we're dealing with work ethics. So some kind of way he wanted you or needed you some kind of way to work for him, or to work somewhere or whatever, because you was you wanted to get out of it or whatever this is. Let's see. You're in the middle. Maybe he's calling you about work ethics. Just back to back, 2 work cards back to back, calling you about work ethics. He kept calling you to go to work, or he wanted you to go work somewhere he knew about, or work with him somewhere. So we got the next card, work hard on it. So he is working hard on it, maybe trying to get you to come to have a job, to go work somewhere, to make some money, because he was kind of dependent on you for money some kind of way, or having you pent on him so he can get money or whatever this is. On a Friday or on a Wednesday, we got number 25, number 52, number 7, number 15, number 51, number 1, number 5, number 16, number 61. So we have right here that I'm still beautiful. I must not forget that. So this is when something happened to you and you just go on with your life. I don't see no rape card, so I don't know what he did. Somebody talking about your race maybe or whatever to make you not feel beautiful or whatever this is. I must go on with my life as I should. I'm still beautiful. Yes, you are. Okay, God says, do you have burdens? You had to leave this man behind. This man was a burden. If you are not happy, do things the right way, God says. So it could have been a job who was trying to talk down to you because you was a black lady or whatever this is. Let's go. We got the portal. So we have the portal is the internet or anything like that. So we got the internet, anything on the internet. It could have been some making money on the internet. If not making money on the internet, just an internet card or the telephone, computer. Relations to not wanting you as a woman. So he didn't want you as a woman. He just wanted to use you to make some kind of money, I feel. Right? So God said don't lower your standards, though. You had to keep your cool because he had unstoppable energy. How much would it take for you to change? God said for you to change, Miss Ashley, and have a stable mind. And you had to be that warrior to have peace within, to have a stable mind, because something come from his childhood or yours. We got number 14 or number 41 or number 5, God's number of grace. So God was saying that you had to only rely on yourself to elevate yourself, or he needed to rely on, say, here's a negative, because you heard me say earlier, you just heard me say with this card, see, here's a rape card right here. Because you heard me say with this card, you heard me say this, I must get past this and continue my life. You heard me say that because I'm still beautiful. So I said, I don't know what she feeling like that for, unless it's her race, because I don't see no rape card. And here God bring out a rape card. She had to seek help because she was raped, right? But then I can turn it around and say she had to seek help because she was stolen from. But I can't say that because really I don't see no lawyer for her or nothing like that. So this is the real rape. She's trying to get along. Follow me? So we got number 5, God's number of grace. So we have number 2, but God wanted her to go home, look for work, right? Because she might have found this job, some job online or whatever this is. So we have right here that addictions play a part in soul breaking. She had to find out why she's stuck with it as far as being a part of this person's life. She is hooked to, and that would make it where she addicted with being with people that don't treat her right, or this man he had addictions. So we dealing with white life. So a man who want to control and dominate, that could be a boss who is a white person in general, or a man she had period who just was controlling and wanted her to be submissive. But she's on the battlefield with whoever this is who wanted her to promise, because he felt it was time for her to act and do what he wanted done. So he decided to pluck her because she's a turncoat. She didn't want to do it. Maybe something online. Wanted her to do something online. Some kind of job online. Seek help. Okay, stable mind. He wanted revenge. He wanted revenge because she didn't do it. She backed out. Over there. Right here with this card. He is vengeful. She had to bend forward, but she is like a caterpillar. God said she said okay to something, but she shouldn't have. She had to pick her battles, saying yeah, because he got tendencies. Sure thing, she had to drop her ex, whoever he is, and answer her birds. Because it was a money deal, money scheme, I call it money deal. Any kind of making money card online or whatever this was, however it's flowing with some group of people at night or whatever this was, some kind of way, making some money, and she backed out. Get what I'm saying? Anytime this card come out, the person die or they go to jail. One or the other. Ain't no getting around this card without being tarnished. Because if people feel like you got them in whatever situation and they need to answer to whoever over top of them. Get what I'm saying? And when you back out, you mess them up. Follow me? Some kind of, it might have been some kind of job or something that she said, or she might have done it already before. And then maybe she didn't want to do it again, or whatever it is. Or she said she was, and she didn't do it, or whatever. Anything like that. Person feeling like they in hot water because they need you to do whatever it is. Because, you know, somebody was trying to grow their business, whoever. Going full force and wanted her to collaborate fast. Come on and do it with me. Get in this thing with me. Get what it's saying. Get in it fast. Said she was wearing certain kind of clothing, whatever she had on. Wanted her to make money at night. God told her, don't get in this, Miss Ashley. Don't even get in that with these people. But the person wanted revenge. Because the person wanted to the person's name on Miss Ashley to have money in the bank. Get what it's saying? I need you to, for me to make money, I need you. I need to use you. Here God telling Miss Ashley, do not lower your standards, Miss Ashley. He do not want you as a woman. He just want to use you, Miss Ashley. Get what I just said? Okay, I'm going to take 20 cards and that's going to be it. Look at God with this card right here. I just said what I said. A sure thing. And that's a sure thing. He wanted to use Miss Ashley, but it's a sure thing that it was going to be seed time. You know what seed time is? Money making time. And Miss Ashley backing out. Boy, he didn't like that. Okay. 20 cards universe for Miss Ashley. Let's see if she gonna say something else or how this gonna go. Universe, you know all about it for Miss Ashley. You know all about it. Okay. The thing is, he gotta say where Miss Ashley is. Time for him to stop trying to be the big man and say where Miss Ashley is. Boy. Man, my mind just says something, but I ain't gonna say that. I usually say what my mind is saying, but I'm not gonna say that, sir. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna spare you with what my mind just said that you are. I'm really gonna not say that. I'm really not. That's the way I'm just gonna not even say it. I'm gonna soften it up and say you're a chump. How about that? I can soften it up and say that at least. So that came. Okay, soften it up to Bracelet 1. You a chump. And then kill a lady. For any reason. For any reason. That shows you weak. For any reason you kill a woman. The feminine vessel. The feminine person. Come on. Come on. God said she's going to be moving to rougher matters if she ain't get away from you. But you going to be going to an office, or you already went some kind of way, and that would be court. But God said she's going to be moving to rougher matters if she ain't get away from you. Because you wasn't nothing but trouble. You was gift seeking. You need to filter your ways. You was gift seeking. You was forceful, and she was dilute. That's just flow. You want to face that situation. You was banking on her. But she ain't come through for you. So it messed you up. It messed you up, right? She is a lone wolf, though, because she went where you was, or you're following her some kind of way. And you might have came to her car with a gun or whatever you did. You had to get to her some kind of, or you made her think that everything was alright or whatever, I don't know. Let's just flow. You was blaming her. Okay, let's see. 20 cards, universe. Whoa. That's 3. Okay. She had to be herself. Well, you was going to be yourself dealing with birds. She could be somewhere where there's a lot of birds. We got number 10, number 19. Okay, you was a pill pusher. That means you take pills. So we have right here something nearby. They get, so I don't know what's nearby. Something is nearby. Your house or nearby. Or club or whatever this is. Something is nearby. Or she could be nearby. I just don't know. Okay. She's had thoughts spinning in her mind. Or she was anxious. You thought things were starting to change or look good for you because you was gift seeking. Okay, I'm supposed to be putting 20. I'm forgetting. I'm ready to put all the cards down again. Let's just go. You had a mindset of a Virgo, business-minded, but she wanted balance in her life. Okay, you're going to get chummy with a support group, and that's going to be court. You're annoyed by the pandemic of not having work, not having a lot of work. You want her to bring an emotional love. You need it. It was intense madness. I got a feeling all these cards going to go on the table instead of just 20 of them, Lord. I got a feeling it's going to be more than that. Okay, let's just flow. You need to taper it. So, God told Miss Ashley not to hurt nobody. She just wanted if she could trust you, but she couldn't. So it was hard for you to show Miss Ashley love. It was complicated for you to show her good, show her love. The universe is all about it for this man. So we have right here that wait a minute, what is this one? Okay, you insinuated something with sharp words to her. This is her card. I'm ready to be guided to my path. Talking to God. Well, she might have told you she wanted out or whatever she said. God says that she existed for a bigger reason than what you thought or even she thought, because she is an earth angel. Okay, so you like the grandstand and it wasn't kosher, Mr. Deandre, right? She wasn't going to let her emotions stop her from going to a place. So she, you was fickle and you wanted another chance. You wanted her to give you another chance, come back to you, be your man again, or work with you, or whatever this is. You was drug addicted. So we got the raped in a car, so you could have raped her in an actual car. Or raped her, period. Follow me? Okay, so we have right here that you was using some kind of pain pills, or she was just in pain. She is a genius. Or you thought she was one. Okay, so you blaming things on being adopted, and that's why you're a monster. So you was in the army, and sometimes the army can create monsters. You was in whatever branch you was in, or you might have been adopted, period, as far as your family. Follow me? And you are a monster, right? So we have right here, God didn't want her to allow you to mold her. Why do you allow Mr. Deandre to mold you, Miss Ashley? God says no, don't do that. She got to see that she was meant for greatness. I am meant for greatness. Okay, a time was checked. So you checked the time. You might have been calling her for a job, to tell her about a job, or anything as far as a job, or you want to pay her money you owe her from a job, or whatever this is, or money you owe her, period, or whatever this is. She saw things clear, and she got something supernatural. That is the epiphany card. God gave her 2. Right, so she need to taste what was on her plate, throw away the scraps. You might have a design rug in your house, or she might have one, or at the place where you two work at, or someplace. You was a kinkster. So if you wasn't a drug dealer, you was somebody who, some kind of leader, boss, or whatever you is, or you just was the man, or her old boyfriend. I mean, you ain't no boy, her old man, or whatever. So you feel like you are. Usually the men in a relationship are the leader of the relationship, because they are a male. So either you was that, or you was working somewhere, or you was dealing with somebody who was a kinkster. That mean a boss in general, whoever the boss is, some kind of leader in general, or you was the kinkster. She wanted to supersize and have a job, or you wanted to supersize and have a job, or whoever the kinkster is. The kinkster is a drug dealer card, but it actually can be another job. Okay, whatever the job is. Looking at things superficial, around some green leafy foliage. She was around some green leafy foliage with her, green leafy trees or whatever. You got her isolated, or a coping mechanism. You was fighting her. She don't look like it. Okay. God didn't want her to be a fool, because she is educated and she is dealing with you, a jackal. Or you felt you was educated and you wanted to treat her like a fool, but God still said you are a jackal. So duty called for you and your person. So duty called for you to do whatever to Miss Ashley. Duty called. You was in the army, right? Duty calls. Get what I'm saying? You educated, you feel you educated, duty calls, right? Because you acting like you're in the army right here, right? Whatever branch you was in, right? You felt you still had life. You're not going to die with her. So you was talking in the car or by the car to her in the first place. She wanted you to come up to par and do things decent. So you was trying to figure out how you want to fix things, because you was chilling, right? Deep, because God said love don't hurt. Love heals. You didn't love Miss Ashley, because love don't kill. Love don't hurt. Love heals. She wanted to focus on her journey, right? But you wanted to focus on what you wanted to. So we have right here that flames were sparked, and she captured the flames from you. So it could have been gunshots, it could have been your voice, it could have been your hands, your fist hitting her, or whatever you did. Follow me. You rose to the occasion to beat her at her own game. Follow me? We got right here, she had anxiety. You were telling her something was her fault. Maybe that she didn't go with this money deal that you had planned out. So, her soul was crying out for a conclusion. Next card is, I'm happy with my race no matter my color. So you thought you was better than her some kind of way, or she was dealing with a boss who was not her race, right? Seek what's troubling you. You think you're better than her. So what you did, move fast on it and committed manslaughter. Right here. There's something without a cause. And the next card is what? She spent the tables around on you, and it was repercussions because she didn't want to be in this money deal. Next card is number 6. Okay. She is a pioneer, God says. You can't stop her from being what a pioneer, God says she is. You took her life away, but you still can't change what God had planned for her as far as what God said she was. Okay, so she had to move away from what annoyed her in the situation, and she did. When she got away from you, you might have told her to come and pick up some money you owed her because money was pending or anything like that, or you might have told about a job you heard of or whatever this is. When you start to feel the real her came out, because she started to really feel, and the real her came out. Something went too far up, the anger, the fight, and anything like that, and she just wanted peace. So we got the next card is the copyright card. You wanted to fulfill your adventure because you wanted to get to your copyright. You wanted to fulfill your adventure as far as making some kind of business, work, or whatever you was all hooked up in, right? You felt she messed it up for you, though. Okay, so you had empty thoughts while time was going by. Next card is this one. You was a dusty, God says. You need to come up to par. You was a dusty. She was wondering, would you come up to par? She might have been thinking about it. Will he come up to par? She wanted peace. She might just wanted to go on with her life, but you ain't want that. So you going to end up at an office, or you done went already because you was gift seeking. Where you wanted her to go to some office where you thought things was going to start to change because you had things planned out, and you was going to get chummy with a support group, some kind of secret society, some group of people, because you was having money problems because it was hard getting work or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to end it, Lord. So we got a Virgo was waiting for a move to be made, and a Sag made the move wisely. So you don't have to be a Sag or a Virgo or none of those signs. Whatever your sign is, you made a move because you wanted her to do whatever, but she wasn't doing what you wanted, right? You was venting for her to do whatever you wanted her to do, and she didn't do whatever it was, I guess, because you was business minded or whatever it is, or somebody told you to do something to her. Some boss of yours. If it wasn't you, a boss of yours told you to do something to her, anything like that. If it wasn't you. Now take it however it goes. So if a boss told you to make a move on her and kill her, okay then. You know that, right? And you still chose to do it. Or you did it yourself because you was mad because she pulled out of a money deal. Take it however it goes. Because if you owe drug dealer people or whatever and you got to pay them their money, you figure you can use her to get their money back you owe them if there's anything like that, and she pulled out of it or whatever this is. But I don't know whichever way it goes. I don't care how it goes. You need to tell where she is for her family. Because you might didn't care nothing about her, but her children and her family love her. To the moon and back. You might don't care nothing about it, because God already said in the storyline that you didn't care nothing about Miss. You just want to use her for money. Yeah, you just wanted to use her for money. That's all you wanted. Okay, universe. This is for Miss Ashley and for Mr. Deandre. I don't want to mess up the last names. I'm not sure, so I don't want to say them. But she is missing, and so far in the storyline, it looks like that she is not alive. And if you didn't just kill her because you killed her on your own, as far as because she did something, she pulled out of an arrangement as far as work, or some boss of yours told you to kill her somehow or what, or you killed her on your own because you mad because she pulled out an arrangement that you had planned out, maybe to pay some drug dealers back, or some kind of money scheme you had going on and you wanted her to be, and you was counting on her to help get you out, maybe some kind of way, or she might have did some kind of job before, whatever it might have been, and she didn't want to do it again, or whatever this is. But I want you to tell the police where she is, because it's only right that you do that. Be a man. It's time to be a man. You think you're a man. You're trying to act like you're a man, but you're not a man when you're beating on women, when you're killing women. You ain't no man. No, you ain't no man. It's like you're a little boy. So go ahead and just tell the law where she is. Nobody gonna play a bunch of cat and mouse games with you, mister. You already then took the children's mother away and took her parents' child away. Nobody gonna be playing no cat and mouse games with you, mister. You ain't the big chief around here. It's time for you to tell where she at and get ready for your punishment, because I hope it be big for you. I really do. I ain't got time to be playing with you. Took somebody's life away that you didn't give. You didn't birth her. This is the Bracelet One Healer to Roll 9 here on YouTube. Peace to the family.